Gray, Gray, Greyfriars Bobby, Ross Brown. Let's go. Okay. Whew. I'm fed up with sightseeing, moaned Tom. It's too hot and I'm thirsty. Well, you are in luck, said Becky. Here's a fountain. Have a drink. It's a drinking fountain for people and dogs, said Tom, reading the instructions. Tribute to the affectionate fidelity of Greyfriars Bobby. In 1858, this faithful dog followed the remains of his master of Greyfriars churchyard and wandered near the spot until his death in 1872. Let's go into the churchyard, said Tom. Do you think we will have seen Bobby the dog if we would come in here 100 years ago? Of course you would, said the gardener. He'd have been lying in the sun in this special place that was home for the last years of his life. Back then you would have found him sound asleep, dreaming of the days before he lived in the churchyard. Those were the days when Bobby used to help his master, old Jack, guard the cattle which were brought into the city each evening for the market following day. The story goes that in the mornings after work, Jack and Bobby would visit the cafe owned by Mrs. Ramsay, who would always save special tidbits for Bobby, a bone, a bun, or even a piece of pie. Whoa! On their rare days off, they would walk for miles in the hills where old Jack had lived as a boy.
A boy.
Yeah. But in the winter they would stay in the city, still gardening the cattle despite the freezing winds and bitter cold that eventually made old Jack so ill that he died. And on a grey morning, Bobby followed his master, for the last time to the churchyard of Greyfriars. He got as close as he could to old Jack, and that's where he stayed. But how cold and hungry he was that night, huddled against the great, granite stones. He remembered the cafe. If he went there by himself, would there still be a bone or a bun or a piece of pie saved for him? Of course there was, and when Mrs. Ramsay found out where Bobby was living, there was food for him every day. The people were so touched by the loyalty of the little dog that they looked out for him and looked after him. Hey, he was given his own engraved collar and water bowl, and best of all, official permission to live in the churchyard, and that's where he stayed for 14 years. Whoa. Until finally he was buried there near his beloved master, old Jack.
Wow!
What a story, said Becky. I agreed the gardener. Bobby never forgot his old friend. I don't think we will ever forget Bobby, said Tom. That's a story about loyalty of the friendship dog and his master. Yeah? Yeah. That's it, and let's go to sleep. Bye, Trem. Good night. Good night, friends.